Hello and welcome to the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank. We're here at our Healthy Food Hub in Harrisburg, and we have another Healthy Food Hub in Williamsport, which is about 90 miles north of here. This is a map of the territory we cover. Our two warehouses supply food to people in need all throughout these 27 counties, from Maryland to New York and all of the counties in between. Come with me and I'll show you a little bit about our warehouse. So have you ever been to a warehouse before? A warehouse is a really big building with high ceilings and lots of space to store stuff and move it around. It also has special doors where big trucks can back right up to the building, making it easy to load and unload mass quantities of food. So follow me, let's check it out. This is my favorite part of the warehouse. The fresh food in here is so colorful. The Central Pennsylvania Food Bank shares almost 14 million pounds of fresh produce every year. Now that's a lot of fruits and veggies. More than 70% of the food that we distribute is what we call foods to encourage. Things like produce that are really healthy. I bet your parents encourage you to eat your veggies. They are really good for you. Another kind of healthy food is dairy. Milk, yogurt, cheese. Last year we delivered 5 million servings of fresh milk. It's nutritious and delicious. So where does all this good food come from? Lots of the food we share is donated or paid for by the USDA. That's the United States Department of Agriculture. Some of it we buy at very low prices. The donations that people give us allow us to buy huge quantities of good food for a very low price. Most of the food comes straight from the farm or from a special warehouse in Philadelphia called the Mid-Atlantic Regional Cooperative. Fruits and vegetables that don't sell at the regular produce market come to us and many other food banks up and down the East Coast. That is one way we can get bananas and pineapples all year round. Sadly, there are no banana trees in Pennsylvania. Protein is another important nutrient for a healthy diet. This freezer is full of beef, chicken, pork, and fish that will go to families for their dinner tables. Some of the meat comes from farms and meat packing plants, but some of it is donated by grocery stores. If you live in the Harrisburg area, maybe you buy groceries from Giant. Giant is a special partner of the food bank with our Meet the Needs program. Meet the Needs, M-E-A-T, get it? All meat is stamped with a sell-by date. Any meat that is not sold at the grocery store a few days before its sell-by date is flash frozen, then shipped over here to the food bank. If it stays frozen, it will still be good to eat for 6 months or more. Rather than throwing out the meat because it didn't sell in time, we rescue it and share it with people who can eat it right away. It's good for our neighbors and good for our environment. These boxes are filled with food in cans and boxes that can sit on your shelf for a while. Things like cereal, pasta, canned fruit, juice, and other good stuff are packed into these boxes by hundreds of volunteers. Right now, all of our packing is taking place at another really big location to allow for social distancing. Last year, our generous volunteers spent 18,000 hours packing more than 200,000 of these boxes. The food bank has a staff of about 115 people, but we could not do what we do without these volunteers who help for free. By now you may be wondering how all of this food gets from the warehouse into people's kitchens. That is a good question. The food bank has a network of nearly 1,000 partners all across central Pennsylvania who distribute this food to people who need it. Some of them are soup kitchens. They take the ingredients and prepare ready-to-eat meals for people in their neighborhood. Right now, in the pandemic, they have been cooking the meals and packaging them to go. Other agencies are food pantries. Often these pantries are organized by churches. People either come to the church basement to pick out what they need, or more likely now that we are practicing social distance, they will drive up to the pantry and be given boxes or bags full of grocery items to take home. Other programs deliver food to senior citizens in the apartment complexes or senior centers where they live or hang out. Others might be residential homeless shelters. And others might be service organizations that set up temporary distributions in a parking lot or a community center. We even have a special program to help military personnel and veterans who have food insecurity. The agencies place an order online for what they need. Our warehouse team packages everything on a special wooden platform called a pallet. Then they shrink wrap it together so it won't fall over in the truck. These pallets are going all over our territory. Here are the special doors where our trucks back up. We use forklifts to move the big pallets of food onto the truck. Everything fits neatly inside the truck, but we don't just put it in any which way. We put things in based on the route the driver is scheduled to take to make his or her deliveries. The last delivery goes on the truck first, and the first delivery goes on last. We have a fleet of nearly 20 trucks that go all over the place every day. The pandemic has changed everything we do, but we look forward to being able to use this space again for its intended purpose. This is our demonstration kitchen. We invite groups of our agency partners here to show ways they can teach their clients how to prepare the food we make available. There are thousands of inventive ways to cook healthy meals and make the food last. Thank you for joining me on this tour of the Healthy Food Hub of the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank in Harrisburg. I hope you learned a little bit about food insecurity in our community and what our mission is doing to bring it to an end.